Rest in peace. Hulk Hogan, Terry Bollea. Let's talk about it.
Welcome to...
You're listening to the Wrestling Takeover.
What is your name?
With your host, Jordan Turner, who's always going to keep it real.
Come on, King.
Inside and outside the ring.
Let me make myself clear. He's got the fans behind him, King.
It's time to take over, King.
Are you ready? He's all fired up now, King. The Takeover.
Let's go.
All right, everybody. How are you guys doing? Welcome back to the Wrestling Takeover podcast. We're going to get right into it, man. I am joined by a good friend of mine, Dante. I wanted to get his 2 cents in, his perspective on everything. Dante, first and foremost, man, before we jump into it, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Doing good. Interesting day. Interesting day. Very interesting. I think that's the only way that I could describe it. We're getting ready to get into exactly what we're going to get into, but it was just a real interesting day, but also a kind of like the day the world kind of stood still a little bit, you know, because it was just like a shock today.
Yeah, it really was. So before we get into everything, I do want to say that this kind of reminded me in terms of that analogy that you used of, you know, the day the earth still still. It kind of reminded me of Kobe Bryant when he passed away. It just felt eerie and felt weird. It felt off. And I kind of had that same feeling. Honestly, when I was even at work, when it happened, when it broke, I was just like, something's off. It feels weird. So it definitely had that Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. It kind of had that same blueprint, I would say. That's just my personal opinion in terms of the environment that I felt when we seen the news today that Terry Bollea, a.k.a. Hulk Hogan, sadly passed away today. I am going to give my honest, authentic opinions about this situation. Dante is going to give his 2 cents, his honest takes. I don't know what he's going to say. He doesn't know what I'm going to say, guys. So we're going to kind of wing it here. I would typically start with Dante, but he likes to always start with me. Yeah, I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna give my 2 cents. So, and these are two African American people talking. Okay, I want to let that perfectly clear.
We're two black men.
Two black men, right? Exactly. And we're talking about somebody that, you know, let's be real. All right, I'm always real on my platform, on my podcast. I never lie to anybody. I'm always just straightforward, straight shooter. No pun intended. We know the history. All right. We know what it's about and what he said, the aftermath of it. It still exists to this day. Dante, I was on social media when it broke, man. And how do I put this, man? The responses were very telling. I think telling is a good word to describe the tweets that we've seen. But I seen one guy in particular. Before I give my opinion, I want to read a tweet, Dante, with somebody on Twitter. Scoopplex put out on Twitter a couple of hours ago after it broke, and this tweet kind of resembles what I'm about to say. I'm going to change the words, the verbiage here, but I'm just going to read what he says, but it's very similar to what I'm going to say. So he said, point blank, guys, Hulk Hogan was a racist. I never liked Hulk Hogan as a wrestler. Despite all of that, one thing I won't do is celebrate his passing. His legacy is a part of professional wrestling as a whole, and I won't pretend it isn't. My condolences to the Hulk Hogan family and friends, and everybody else. In all sadness, in the world of pro wrestling, we definitely lost one of the GOATs. That's what he said. This is what I'm about to say. And then I'm going to swing it to Dante. Pro wrestling is an art form. Pro wrestling is what we love. It's an escape for each and every one of us who watch it on a weekly, monthly, yearly basis. We love talking about it. We love being creative and doing all this other stuff. And, you know, I know, okay, that Hulk Hogan is everything to professional wrestling. Without Hulk Hogan, WWE, and honestly, I could say even pro wrestling, wouldn't be where it's at today. True. I acknowledge that. I'm fully aware. My capabilities are fully aware of that. Hulk Hogan did a lot for the WWE. Hulk Hogan did a lot for professional wrestling. He saved pro wrestling from being in the doldrums. So I do want to send my flowers, my condolences to Hulk Hogan for that. Obviously want to send condolences to his friends and, of course, his family during, you know, this difficult time. You got people online that are just being all in, like they're going crazy. I'm going to go crazy, but like I said, I want to pay my respects before I give my real authentic opinion. Okay. So Hulk Hogan did a lot for the business. He changed the business for the better. He made a significant cultural impact in the WWE and in pro wrestling in general. I'm not taking that away from him whatsoever. Okay, here's my honest opinions about Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan is not a great wrestler to me. He doesn't do anything in terms of in ring. He is very marketable. Like I said, he is one of the greatest of all time. He's not mine, but he is in that conversation. Some have him in his Mount Rushmore. I don't. But I do acknowledge what he brought to pro wrestling. But Hulk Hogan is a racist to me. Hulk Hogan is a racist to me. And he disrespected me. He disrespected Dante. He disrespected every single African-American person on this earth and within the wrestling community and within the wrestling business. Bottom line, he did. And everyone coming out of the woodwork, giving their 2 cents, trying to pay their respects while also being honest with how they truly feel about this man. They're being honest. Yes, they're being cruel, for sure. If you want to look at the details about it, damn, some of them are being downright cruel. But that's how they truly feel. I know Dante's has seen the tweets. I've seen the tweets of many people coming out, showing their true intention, showing their true colors. I'm not going to go that far, but do I agree and do I sympathize with the people that are going off, people that are in the business that are tweeting out their opinion? Just fans like us who are tweeting our opinion. We as the wrestling fans, we have no filter. We don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck who it is. We're always going to voice our opinion. I don't fuck with Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan don't do nothing to me. He don't do nothing for me, but he's a legend. He's one of the greatest of all time. He did his just due in the business. It would have been all gravy, bro. It would have been all gravy for me. It would have been all gravy if that never came out and he never did what he did. But that shit came out. And that changed my perspective about Hulk Hogan. I lost a lot of respect for Hulk Hogan after that. You can say, what about Kane? What about this one? We're not talking about that. We're talking about Hulk Hogan. The topic is Hulk Hogan, Terry Bollea. He's one of the greatest of all time. He did great for the wrestling business to carry it to where it's at today. Everyone's tweeting out their memories of Hulk Hogan. God bless you guys. That's great. But the reality of the situation is where we stand today. A lot of people, Dante, from what I've seen, man, maybe you can correct me. I'm going to give you the floor in a second, but I've been seeing a lot of people cheering with the Hulk Hogan passing. I think that's mad disrespectful. You should not be cheering for somebody's passing. You know, Godspeed, you know, for real. Like, that's terrible. I don't want anybody to pass away. But fuck, bro, like, this nigga's a racist, bro. Like, we cannot just diminish that and move past that. Some people can. That's fine. If you're black and you're an African American person and you forgave Hulk Hogan for that, that's cool. But don't try to spin it and be like, oh, everybody that's African American, you guys gotta, you know, accept Hulk Hogan's apology. By the way, Hulk Hogan never apologized. That's the thing, though. He never apologized. And what I mean by apologize is he never meant his apology. He did apologize on national television in the Good Morning America interview that he did all those years ago. He apologized, but I didn't think he meant it. I didn't. I don't know, man. Dante, how are you feeling about this whole situation with Hulk Hogan?
I feel that, I mean, it's a shock.
Yeah.
It's a genuine shock. I am sad. I remember when I first started watching professional wrestling, the first ever attraction was Hulk Hogan. And I'm not talking about his in-ring ability. I'm talking about just him, the attraction, the enormity that he was. He was one of the first superstars outside of Superstar Billy Graham. Superstar Billy Graham was the first ever real superstar in the WWF. But Hulk Hogan just transcended Superstar Billy Graham. He was just larger than life. You know, you had Hulk Hogan and you had the Ultimate Warrior and you had, you know, Macho Man Randy Savage and you had Junkyard Dog and you had, you know, just all of these larger than life characters. And there was just something different about Hulk Hogan. And, you know, if it wasn't for Hogan, the national expansion would have never happened.
I agree.
Would have never happened. You know, you cannot take that away from him. You know, Hogan, we've heard the story. We know the story. He wanted to go do Rocky 3. Vince Sr. didn't want him to do Rocky 3. Hogan still wanted to do Rocky 3. Vince Sr. let him go. The movie became a huge success with Sylvester Stallone.
Yep.
Then Hogan went back to the AWA with Vern Gagne. Vince Jr. Vince Sr. sold the WWF to Vince Jr. Vince Jr. took the WWF, and he knew he needed Hulk Hogan. He needed Hogan.
Yeah, he did.
And from 1983 to 1993, they took over the world.
Yeah.
He is the reason why the professional wrestling business is where it is today.
Agree.
He's the reason why WWE has a success today. He's the reason why AEW and TNA, at one time WCW, at one time ECW. It's all Hulk Hogan. Pit politics aside, pit aside what he had said, what the latter years of his life was.
Yeah, the personal.
Aside,
yeah.
This man is the blueprint of a WWE superstar. And he was amazing. And you said it reminded me, you said his death kind of reminded you of Kobe Bryant, but I was reading what somebody else said, and I concurred with what this other person said. His death kind of reminded me of like O.J. Simpson.
I forgot about that one too. Yeah.
Not the same thing, but because of the high that OJ was.
Yeah.
And then the low of OJ Simpson. And then when OJ died, it was like, it's complicated.
It is.
You know, his legacy, like OJ Simpson, totally two different situations, right?
You're right.
It's a complicated legacy. The Hulk Hogan Hulkamania legacy will forever be complicated. You're going to talk about him, but you're going to also remember what he said. And what Jordan was referring to, what he said was what he was saying racially against black people in regards to his daughter dating a black man. You know, it wasn't the sex tape. It wasn't the steroid trial.
No.
It wasn't any of this. Those words that he said literally defined his legacy. And Jordan is right. He came and he apologized, but it wasn't genuine. And we know that allegedly that when he went backstage to Monday Night Raw.
Oh boy. Oh my God.
Booker T and Titus O'Neil allegedly said it wasn't genuine.
Yes.
And if nobody knew, and if nobody knows Hulk Hogan, Booker T knew Hulk Hogan, and he did not feel it was genuine. And I believe, and I believe that even though he said, you know, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said it. It was the wrong thing I said. But there's never a but in an apology.
Right.
And what do I mean by that? He said, we're all a little racist. No,
that's crazy.
We're not all a little racist. That's like saying to somebody, and please understand what I'm saying. That's like saying to somebody, well, you know what? We're all a little gay. We're not all a little gay.
Bruh.
We're not all a little biased.
Right.
We're not all a little racist. I don't look at a person that is non-black and call them, I'm not going to say the slur, but I'm not going to do that because that's not really what I feel in my heart.
Right.
You said these things because it's what you felt.
You meant that.
And I have the direct quote of what he said. And rereading it today is like, wow, it was hurtful. And I think it was real hurtful because the hood really supported Hulk Hogan.
Bro, people don't understand. Like the black community really loved Hulk Hogan. Like people don't understand that. But go ahead, continue. I just wanted to make that point.
No, it's true. Like we really supported him. Not as much as Ric Flair, because we go hard for Flair.
We love Ric Flair. Yeah.
But we rode for Hogan. And when that insert, and it wasn't like, oh, it was written down. We heard the audio
from his mouth.
And he said it several times.
Yeah.
Using the N-word to describe what he felt about this person that was potentially getting ready to date his daughter.
Right.
You know, and that cannot be erased. But what also cannot be erased is what he contributed, what he gave to the wrestling space. The national expansion would have never happened in 83 going on to 93. And if it wasn't for a Hulk Hogan, there would never be a Stone Cold Steve Austin, a Rock, you know, a John Cena, a Roman Reigns, and modern day a Cody Rhodes. If there was no Hulk Hogan, he made it all possible. And at one time, it was going to possibly be Dusty Rhodes. You know, that Vince McMahon was going to use to be the flagship. And no shade to Dusty Rhodes, I don't think Dusty could have done what Hulk Hogan did.
I agree.
He just brought something different to the table. Hulk Hogan, you know, was just large in life. He defeated the Iron Sheik for the WWF Championship in 1984. That's when it really, you know, started to take off, you know, and his feuds were Andre the Giant, Randy Savage, the Ultimate Warrior, Roddy Piper. We remember when he slammed Andre the Giant at WrestleMania. We remember when he lost to the Ultimate Warrior, you know, at WrestleMania. It's just an amazing career.
His match against Vince McMahon at WrestleMania.
Match against Vince McMahon at WrestleMania. His match against, you know, The Rock. He's if you combine him, he's a 12-time world champion.
Yeah.
Between WWE, WCW, one of the biggest draws in the wrestling history.
He was a champion for New Japan too.
Yeah. Helped WWE become a mainstream brand in the 1980s. He's 2-time Hall of Famer.
He had it, man.
It would not have happened.
Yeah.
With anyone else. Hulk Hogan was in the right place at the right time. All the planets aligned. Everything worked.
With the right
And
owner
this
that
is the
needed
reason
him.
why. With the right owner and promoter that needed him, but also the right owner that knew how to market
True.
Hulk Hogan. Vince McMahon
He's
was the genius behind Hulkamania. Big time.
yeah, he was.
That was a lightning in a bottle type of collaboration,
Yeah.
and it's just shocking. It's just shocking, and I just wanted to give him his flowers. And I see a lot of people kind of metaphorically dancing on his grave, and I'm
Right.
just like,
I'm not cool with that.
I'm not going to lose my humanity because, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, this is a person. This is a father. This is a husband. This is a human being,
Exactly.
and someone that died. And whether you don't like creative or you love creative, if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan, we wouldn't even be having conversation. Podcasting wouldn't be where it is without
Right.
Hulk Hogan.
Right. It's so crazy too because I tell the black community really rides with people in the pro wrestling business, and Hulk Hogan was one of those people. People ride with RVD. The black community loves RVD. The black community loves Jeff Hardy. The black community loves Ric Flair. The black community loves Rey Mysterio. Like, we ride for these people, and we were riding with Hulk Hogan. I still can't believe that came out, man. And it's really sad that his legacy is ultimately tarnished. Everybody can say memories of this and memories of that. If you were around Hulk Hogan, great. If you watch some of his matches, great. You know what I mean? But that one interaction he had with his daughter is gonna forever tarnish his legacy, and that's very sad. That's very, very sad. And I'm gonna end it with this, and then I'm gonna leave Dante to have the last word. Hulk Hogan, in my opinion, is someone that has two different perspectives about him. Without the racist comment, okay, Hulk Hogan was great. Hulk Hogan was great. Hulk Hogan was everything. As soon as he said what he said, people flipped the switch on him, deservedly so, rightfully so. Everybody is entitled to feel how they feel. I'm entitled to feel how I feel. Dante is entitled to feel how he feels. I can't change his mind. He can't change mine. We have our opinions about Hulk Hogan. All right. Mine is, I don't respect him. I don't. He doesn't do anything for me. All right. But I never want anybody to pass away. I do not want anybody to pass away. He said what he said. Lost all love and respect for him. But in terms of impact, cultural impact in the wrestling business, now I'm speaking as a fan. From a fan's point of view, he changed the game. He made wrestling become popular, and he made wrestling to be taken seriously. He's one of the greatest of all time. I acknowledge that. I respect that for sure. But fuck, man, like, I don't rock with Hulk Hogan, bro. I don't rock with Hulk Hogan. There is a small majority of people in the black community that do rock with Hulk Hogan. I want to put that on the table right now. There are people within the black community that do rock with Hulk Hogan. God bless those people. I don't rock with Hulk Hogan, no. I don't. But the passing of him is a cultural impact. And again, I want to send my thoughts and prayers to Hulk Hogan's family, Hulk Hogan's friends, and anybody else in the wrestling business that knew of Hulk Hogan. That's my piece. I want to give him the respect while also keeping it real with you guys about my true feelings about Terry Bollea, a.k.a. Hulk Hogan. That's where I stand on that. Dante, I'm going to let the last words be for you.
This man was just an icon, and it's just really sad to see and to hear that he's no longer with us.
Yeah.
Everyone deserves a second chance.
True.
And to those that wanted to give him a second chance, do not feel bad about wanting to give him a second chance. We all need forgiveness. I may do something tomorrow, and I may need somebody to forgive me for it. I may say something. There's no one walking around here like holier than thou. Like, we're all guilty of something. We've all done something, and we all need forgiveness. And I hate that his legacy is going to be left complicated. I hate that the last time we saw him on TV, he was booed out of the building. Yeah. In LA, I think that was Netflix debut on Monday Night Raw.
Crazy. Yeah.
It was really, really horrible. I know it bothered him. Because when you give so much and you make a mistake and you're crucified for that mistake for the rest of your life, and you die with that, it really sucks. Like, if people really put more thought into that, I think their perspective would be a little different. I'm not here to change anybody's mind, to anybody that's listening. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm not here to try to sell you Hulk Hogan or convince you to think otherwise. But just remember, you're going to need forgiveness one day too.
Right.
And you're going to be want to be granted a second chance. You're not going to want to be blackballed, and I hate that this happened to him. I don't excuse what he said. As a Hulk Hogan fan, it absolutely bothered me as a black man to hear that someone that I watched and admired for so many years could feel that way about someone that looks like me. Right. What if I was Brooke Hogan trying to date Brooke Hogan? He would have said that about me or said it about you, Right. So, it really sucks. And I hope that, we'll know in the next 6 weeks, 5 to 6 weeks, exactly what happened. It seems like he had a botched surgery.
Yeah, apparently the news was saying he had a cardiac arrest.
He had a cardiac arrest, but he went in for his neck surgery.
Yes. And
something happened with his trachea. Like, something happened on that table. Yeah. It was supposed to be, this is alleged, it was supposed to be a standard procedure. And it botched, or something went wrong. The last person I can remember this happened to was Scott Hall.
Yes.
When he went in to have surgery, and he came out, and then he had to be rushed back to the hospital, and he died. Yeah. So surgery's no joke, and
I've had a few.
We'll know. Maybe it's something that could have been prevented. But I'm gonna say it because I heard somebody say, if you black and if you say R.I.P. to Hulk Hogan.
Oh, I seen that too, Dante. Yeah.
I will say R.I.P.
No, right. No, seriously.
To Hulk Hogan. Rest in peace, please.
Yeah. Rest in power. And we're both sending condolences to his family. I did see that. I think some people are just getting out of line.
They're getting out of line, and they're getting very disrespectful right now.
It's the crazy thing that they really mean that shit, though. And like Dante said, I'm not trying to change people's minds and perspectives. Like, I don't fuck with Hulk Hogan. Like, I don't. But I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it like that. I'm gonna keep it P and keep it pushing. That's all you're getting from me. I'm not gonna act like these people on social media going crazy. Oh my goodness, I seen a couple memes, man. Fuck. Listen. If something's funny, I'm so sorry, everybody. Dante. But if something's funny, something's funny, bro.
I sent you a thing where somebody was playing as an Undertaker and they were trying to stuff him in a casket. Like, bruh. Why?
Yeah, no. I did see. I'm looking at it now. Oh my god.
Like, why would someone do that? But if you don't mind, can we end it on a high note? Yes, I want to ask you this question.
Yes.
If you could pick one match
Okay.
with Hogan in it, what would be your favorite Hulk Hogan match?
I'm going to. It's a tie. It's a tie. I'm going to give the nod to. Ooh. I'm going to go with Hulk Hogan versus The Rock. I was going
Which
back.
WrestleMania was that?
That was WrestleMania 18. Yes, 18.
Mm-hmm.
It was either that match or the match with Vince McMahon.
My favorite Hulk Hogan match was Hogan versus Shawn Michaels SummerSlam.
Bruh. Hey, Sean.
He won, but Shawn should have won. Shawn should have went over.
No, I completely agree. Hulk Hogan. See, I'm not trying to get negative, man. I'm not trying to get negative.
No, we're leaving on a high note. Don't talk about politics.
We're not. We're good. We're good. No politics, no nothing. We're going to leave on a high note. Like Dante said, I'm going to do what he said. All right. We're going to leave it on a high note. But seriously, rest in peace to Hulk Hogan, man. For real. Like Dante said, everybody deserves a second chance. Everyone's true colors, Dante, is getting shown out today with this Hulk Hogan depressing news. The wrestling world lost a great one. Seriously.
Yeah.
They definitely lost a great one. And
yeah. One more question.
Yeah.
What do you think WWE response is going to be in regards to a tribute to Hogan? Is it going to be like a 10 bell salute and okay, that's it?
Oh,
like
I think it's going to be a 10 bell salute. And I think we're just going to continue seeing video packages with Hulk Hogan and seeing interviews. See, that's the tricky thing, man. Damn it, Hulk Hogan. If you didn't say that word, you would have been all gravy, man.
Yeah.
You kind of know where I'm going with this, right? Like, I don't know if wrestlers are going to want... I know wrestlers will, but I don't think a vast majority of people, especially black people in the wrestling business, I don't know. Maybe some of them still fuck with Hulk Hogan. But I don't know who's going to want to sit there and really talk about Hulk Hogan like that. You'll get some, but I don't know if there's going to be a lot. I think there should, but I don't
like
know.
the whole like sitting in front of the camera and
like they did with Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, we haven't seen that in a long time.
We haven't, and I wonder if we're just going to get the 10 bell salute.
But they got to do it big.
They got to
right?
do it. They got to do it. This is Hulk Hogan, man.
Yeah, it has to be.
This isn't like no Joe Schmo, no pun intended. But Hulk Hogan made a significant impact. Literally,
this is not like Tits McGee or somebody.
Right. I'm not trying to say Tits McGee ain't making no impact, but he ain't Hulk Hogan, man.
Who's that?
I don't know. I'm just going off the word that he said. Any random. It's not any random person. How about that?
No, this is
Hogan. Bro.
Hogan.
Yeah. A guy that made a cultural impact to the wrestling business to where it's at today. But I will.
Do you believe? Look, let me ask you another question. I know we're supposed to wrapping up.
No, you good?
Do you believe that Hogan is the greatest attraction in wrestling?
Oh, that conversation can get spicy.
For me,
oof.
Hogan is behind.
He's up there.
He's behind Andre as attraction.
Yeah. I have to put Andre before Hogan. Andre, Hogan, Cena.
What? What?
I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Shout out to John Cena. No, Hogan, Andre the Giant. Undertaker's up there in terms of attraction. Undertaker's up there. But I would still have to give Andre the Giant the nod over Hulk Hogan, to be honest.
Yeah.
Andre was just shit. Like, he's different, and
very much.
I know the scoop slam is iconic, and I just want people to leave. You guys are going to say how y'all feel. Fine. I'm not going to lie. I do agree with you guys. I'm sorry, but I do. But some of the stuff that y'all are saying, like if you guys are coming off in the respectful way, like me and Dante did, and saying you're commemorating Hulk Hogan, giving him his respect in the wrestling business, but you gotta say what you gotta say, I'm with y'all. These other people just going straight for the throat. I can't blame the people that are going straight for the throat, though, Dante. I they're just showing their true feelings, and that's okay. But the ones that are talking about, I'm happy he's dead and shit, y'all niggas are tripping, bro.
But just because it's what you feel doesn't mean it's the right thing to say.
Nah, true. But I mean, shit, that's how they feel. I mean, what me and you were saying is timid to what some people were saying. Them niggas were going crazy.
We was giving our honest opinions, respectfully. We're not like, let's throw a party. Let's.
Yeah, there are people on the social media actually saying that shit.
Literally.
Yeah, you guys are nuts. Y'all gotta stop, bro. It's not that serious, okay? Y'all acting like he burnt the house down or something.
Yeah.
Even though he did say something crazy though. So
there was nobody in their grave because of Hulk Hogan.
No.
He didn't kill anybody.
No, he did not. No.
He just said something really stupid.
He should not have fucking said. Yeah. Fucking idiot. I'm going to call him an idiot on that. He's an idiot for that. Like, what are you doing? I don't even think Hulk Hogan knows. Majority of the wrestling fans that watch pro wrestling is the black percentage of people that watch pro wrestling. I think it's very high, right? Like,
it's strong.
It's very strong. It's very, very strong. Hulk Hogan had the love of black people. No more. Jeff Hardy has it. Rey Mysterio has it. RVD has it. Ric Flair has it. John Cena has it. Roman has it. Hulk Hogan had it. Stone Cold Steve Austin had it. Undertaker had it. Kane, never mind. I'm not talking about.
But Kane never said anything like that.
True, he didn't.
He just really showed his political
colors.
Colors. There you go. Thank you.
I got you.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. But at the end of the day,
I really do feel because of this and how this has resurged.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think anybody's thinking about this. And I may be the first one to ever say this.
Okay, tell me.
I really think Tessa Blanchard is going to start carrying a lot of weight. And if there was ever a time they was going to debut her on NXT, they need to wait. They need to wait.
They were going to, right?
It is not the right time.
She got taken off of Slammiversary for a reason, and people immediately on Twitter were like, "Bro, she better not pop up on NXT."
Yeah, I saw that.
Yes,
and I got nervous, and now with Hogan dying, dude.
Oh boy, fucking Tessa too, bro. Oh man.
And she said, I don't even know this. It's like the same level. It's the same energy.
Oh, and she spit, so
it's a lot.
Oh boy, Tessa, you gotta do better, girl. You gotta do better, man. Fuck.
You're supposed to leave on a high note.
I know. Well, shit. Hey, we just gonna leave on a note. All right. We gonna leave on a note. We're always honest on this show. All right. But Hulk Hogan, you lost a great one. Put our bias to the side, our opinions. The wrestling world is definitely mourning today about Hulk Hogan. So thoughts and prayers to Hulk Hogan's friends, Hulk Hogan's family. And Dante, that's it, man. So I appreciate you. Impromptu podcast episode today. Thank you as always. And by the way, I do want to tell you, when my brother came up to me, I'm not going to lie, I knew a pro wrestler died. I just get that sense. Every time I see it and I sense, somebody passed, I'm not going to lie, I immediately think of a pro wrestler. So I was like, a pro wrestler died, huh? He was like, yeah. I was like, okay, who? And then he was like, Hulk Hogan. And then that's why I was like, yeah, Cap, you're lying. And then he showed me, and yeah, so that I kind of feel that way. I don't know why, but every time somebody passes, man, I just think pro wrestlers, because I'm not going to lie, they die so... Can you choose a right word for me? Because I'm trying to say frequent. That's not the right word to use. Premature.
Premature.
Yeah. And they go like hotcakes, bro. It's tough, but thank you guys so much. All right. I am curious to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on what Dante said, what I had to say. We're here to give our honest opinions. We had some laughing matters. We got to bring the laughter in here. You know, we don't want to make everything too seriously.
I can't do the doom and gloom.
Nah, me neither.
And we weren't laughing at anybody's expense. It was just like when I was seeing Taker in 2K25 trying to stuff him in a casket, I was just like,
hey Dante, they were on that like water, bro.
And repeatedly like hitting the X button. I'm like, why are you doing that? I
felt like those people had that type of shit on their phone and they saved that shit.
Bro, it's like they were ready.
They were ready for that shit.
And then I saw another meme where I saw all the black wrestlers in 2K jumping.
Yeah, jumping Hulk Hogan.
Like, what?
Dante, they're not going to let that go, bro. There's more people that feel that way than less people, you know, and they... Can you agree that, like, they definitely showed their true colors today? The black community,
yes,
with Hulk Hogan, they showed their true colors.
There are certain parts of the community.
Yeah, certain parts, they showed their true colors, and they're not fucking with Hulk Hogan. No matter what the sympathy, they were even attacking people that were trying to give sympathy to Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, they were.
So it's a tough, sticky situation, guys. But thoughts and prayers to Hulk Hogan, man. And Dante, as usual, man, thank you so much for coming on, and I appreciate you, bro.
Of course.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you soon, man. Have a good rest of your day.
You too. Later.
All right, bye. All right, y'all. That's it. That's a wrap. Let me know what y'all feeling about this Hulk Hogan situation. We went a little too long. You feel me? But thoughts and prayers to Hulk Hogan for real, man. But come on, man. If you say the ER, man, I'm losing respect. So that's how I'm feeling about it. That's my real talk. I'm Jordan Turner, host of the Wrestling Takeover podcast. I'm signing off, and I'll see y'all next time.